I'm recording now. Okay, so looking at the different site types, you've had a chance to look through. Is there anything that stands out to you, either positively or negatively?
I really like the e-commerce
Okay.
because I've just been looking at the store purevolume.com, and it's got like quite a. I'm drawn to that one because it's like got all the pictures of the different like clothes and the price, and I just think it's laid out really well.
Okay, you're looking at Pure Volume, is that the one you?
Yeah, Pure Volume.
Okay. So you like visual signifiers, really? That's what you.
Yeah, that one stands out to me the most.
I
think that looks really good, and it's got like, like the way that it goes like dark and light. I just think it looks really good.
Yep. Okay. All right. Are there any other good examples of e-commerce that you can see there?
Yeah, the Jungle Crazy one as well, because it's kind of got like a similar effect. It's got like the pictures and the prices, so it shows you exactly what you're looking at. So you don't have to like flick through and like time waste. It just shows you exactly what you want to see.
What shape do you like the pictures to be? Because they're rectangle and they're square. Which
I mean, they look better in rectangle. To be honest, I think it looks more like fits in better. Whereas the square ones just look a little bit like boring and plain. Like, I do think that looks quite good actually.
Yeah. Is there any other type of site that you were drawn to?
The photography sites were really good as well.
Okay, and why is that?
They just like the way that they've like captured all the different pictures. They just look really good. Like there's the Nick Nichols one, and they've got like the square pictures at the bottom, and then it's got like a picture with like all the writing around it, and the way it just looks really like arty and different. And the other one, the Little Hellos one, it's got like different like colours, and the way that they've done it just looks really good.
Okay, great. Okay, looking at the different design styles in the next chapter. So we just turn to the orange section. Is there anything that stands out to you, either positively or negatively? Take as long as you need to look through.
I'm looking at the retro.
Okay, and why is that?
The Target scope hosting. And everything like fits in, like this colour matches really well. It's got like white writing which stands out really bright, so I'm drawn to that one.
Okay. Is there another design style that you like as well? How about the minimalist? A lot of people have mixed opinions on this. Some like the aspect that it's stripped back. Some think looks a bit too plain. How do you feel about this one?
Well, personally, I wouldn't be very drawn to this. I think it's quite boring and plain. I'd rather something be a little bit more colourful, which more excites me to read it.
What impression would this give? Like, if this was an institutional site, this was a site for a business.
It's more like...
What impression does it give you?
It's more like formal rather than informal. Whereas all the others are like colourful with pictures and quite random, whereas this is just really like plain and simple and very formal.
So formality is a negative for you?
Well, it depends. If it's a marketing and sales, I wouldn't be drawn to this. This is more information.
Would you click back and choose another site because you're that put off by that type of site?
It depends what I was looking for.
Okay. All right. Okay. Again, is there anything else that really catches your eye?
No, that's it.
No?
The 3-dimensional, I think that looks really good because it's quite different.
I think the idea is it's supposed to make you feel like you're looking into 3-dimensional space to make your eyes feel more comfortable. Do you think it has that effect? Do you think it feels more comfortable for you?
Yeah, definitely. It looks like some of the pages on here, like the cube design, it's quite plain, but it still looks quite good.
Mm-hmm.
It's got like the grey and then the yellow, which the cube is like 3-dimensional.
Okay.
And it looks very like modern.
What about this this one with the pictures, the actual photographs laid out? Do you feel that demonstrates 3D and a lot of wide space as well?
Yeah, that looks really good actually. It's clever how they've done that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all right. Moving on. Was there any of the designs that you felt needed to be mentioned?
The nature.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
What
on
was
the
that?
nature one. I was looking at the 300k, and it's got like a photo of a plant in someone's hands, and the way like the colour schemes like completely match. The picture's like green and grey, whereas the writing's like green and grey as well, and it looks really good.
Mm-hmm. Consistency.
Yeah. So like the photo like mirrors the text as well.
Do you think it gives like a fresh look because green is associated with, nature and stuff?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, obviously the theme's nature. Okay. Are there any other themes that you like? How about how about old paper? People have mixed feelings about this.
I suppose it's not that bad, but again, I wouldn't particularly be drawn to it because all the colours are quite grey, brown, and black. It's quite a little bit boring.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas I like something that's like colourful and like arty. Whereas these are just very plain and simple. But I suppose that could have like a good effect on some people, but I don't really enjoy looking at these.
Okay. Again, are there any other themes that you think need to have attention? How about wood? How did you feel about that?
Sorry, 1 second.
How about this one at the bottom, in the bottom left corner? How does that make you feel?
Again, it's quite plain. Very plain and simple, as it's got just the normal brown and grey colour, so it's very dull.
Okay. You don't feel that wood has a warm, natural theme?
Yeah, it has got a very natural theme to it, I suppose.
Uh-huh.
As those are very natural colours.
Okay. All right, great. Let's move on to the next chapter, which will be colours. Okay, so looking at the different colour schemes, were there any things that stood out to you?
Yeah, the pink. I was looking at the digital devotion, and it's like everything's basically pink or dark pink.
Okay.
It's very like girly, so I suppose this would only catch the attention of mainly girls, whereas boys probably wouldn't really be sat there looking at a girl's website.
Right.
But seems very approachable, and everything's mirrored with the colour scheme, and it looks very neat and professional. Also, I was looking at the blue, and I think it looks very calm and very nice.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Could you just expand on that and just talk about maybe some of the examples in particular that really stand out to you? Some people have said they like a paler blue, some people say they like a darker blue.
I prefer the pale blue because I think it's more calming, and very warm.
Warm?
Yeah.
Okay. You think pale blue is warm?
Well, no, not warm, but like fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Okay. It has a positive impact on you, is what you're saying.
Yeah, a very positive impact. blue. The colour blue is very positive. The one that I was looking at, it was the
Which one are you looking at?
sorry, that one,
The one in the top left. Yeah.
Centrigi.
Okay. Centrigi. Yep. Okay. Great.
Because I think it looks very professional. It's got the at the top. It's got the icons, and everything is. They're all like the same colour, just like lighter blue, and then it's got white. So both of the colours are quite like calm colours.
Mhm. Okay. Great. All right. Let's move on to the next chapter. All right. So looking at the different site elements, did anything stand out to you, positively or negatively?
Yeah. I think the crest designs are very good. They're very simple and easy to read. It's got the titles and headings, which make it easy so you know what the paragraph's going to be about. And it makes it very simple. I think the badges looks very good and clever.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was looking at the Porsche Avocatli.
Okay. Yeah.
And the way that they've designed the dolls look very good. I think that looks really good. Very different as well and creative.
Okay. Is there anything else that you like?
Yeah, the rounded corners, I think they look very good. They look very professional. They kind of like add to the design. They make it look more. I mean, they just make the design look a lot better, a lot more professional, which stands out for me personally. And then the sites by structure. I was looking at tabs, which I think's very good because it's very clear what you want to click on. You can just get straight to the point.
Mhm.
And it makes it a lot easier to search.
Okay. One point I wanted to make was when using the tab method and you roll the cursor over the button, you get either a drop-down list or like a sub-navigation horizontal bar.
Mhm.
What do you prefer out of the two?
The drop down, definitely.
And why is that?
Because it makes it a lot, like, you can see all the different options, and it just makes it a lot easier, like, to search for, so you don't have to keep clicking on it and going back to see what else there was. I think it makes it a lot more simple and easier.
Okay, great. Was there anything else?
Yeah, I was looking at the modules, and I think the pages are very busy. I think there's a lot on them, maybe a little bit too much. There's too much to choose from. Like, I think it looks better when they're more categorised.
Right.
And they've kind of like on the homepage, like the entertainment Africa. They've got a lot to choose from, and I think it just looks a bit too confusing.
Okay. All right. That's great. Let's move on to the technical questions. Okay. So, are there any positive aspects about using websites that you think they haven't covered that you want to mention?
I think I would just prefer pages that are like simple and a lot easier to read rather than really busy pages where there's too many options, too much to choose from. I would just think it looks a lot better where it's more simple.
All right. Are there any problematic elements that you want to mention? You know, anything like you know, things that look too overcrowded. You know, anything that.
Yeah, what was the last one that we just looked at? The modules. I think that they don't look very good. They look too overcrowded. There's too much to choose from. On one page, looks too busy.
Okay. So why do you turn to websites? Is it for education or entertainment? What is it that draws you to it?
More like research.
Research. Okay. So you use it for technical research?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Because within my job, I have to do a lot of research, and I'm always using the internet day in, day out. So.
Okay. All right. Okay. Great. Okay. So can you just briefly describe your experience with sound in film production?
Yeah. Well, I've done quite a lot of sound recording on set, but I haven't done a lot of Foley, and I haven't really done a lot of sound manipulating and in post-production either.
Okay. How would you rate your skills on a scale of 1 to 10 in comparison to an industry professional?
I'd say probably a 6, 7.
Okay, alright, fair enough. Anything that you wish you knew about sound that you don't already?
Yeah, I wish I knew more about the science of sound, different technical aspects.
What do you mean by that? You mean things like different directional responses and polar patterns and microphones? Okay, is there anything that you wish you could also have from a website that teaches you things and tutorials and how to manipulate sound for film? Is there anything you wish that site would provide you, maybe in terms of being user-friendly? Is there anything you would like, you know?
I'm not really sure about that one.
No? Just focuses on, like, I don't know, any preferences for colour, any preferences for what to have, what not to have?
More natural colours and...
Natural colours, okay.
Yeah, and less, like, quite, like, simple, rather than very, like, bit busy.
Okay. Alright, brilliant. Thank you very much for your time.